On June 2024, the Air France Airbus A380 was flying from Paris to Los Angeles. When all four of its engines failed, thankfully the pilots were able to safely land the plane at the Madrid airport. But what caused this to happen is scary. So here are the top 10 alarming facts surrounding the 2024 Air France incident. What went wrong? Number 10. The Airbus A380. The Airbus A380 is one of the largest passenger airplanes in the world, with a wingspan of 79 feet and 6 inches and a height of 26 feet. It is powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 900 turbofan engines, 2 on each side, which provide it with the thrust needed to fly up to a maximum speed of 514 miles per hour. Despite its massive size, the A380 is designed to be fuel efficient and can carry up to 525 passengers in a typical 3-class configuration. Number 9. Flight AF4590. On June 2024, an Air France Airbus A380 left Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport at 10:05 p.m. bound for Los Angeles International Airport. There were 500 passengers and 22 crew members on board. The flight was routine until 2:30 a.m. when the pilots received a multiple engine failure warning and the engines began to shut down one by one. They tried to restart them but couldn't, and they declared a Mayday emergency and headed back to Paris. But they had no power for their electronics or their communications, so they had to divert to the nearest airport, which was Madrid. Luckily, the pilots managed to land the plane safely at 3:15 a.m. without any injuries or fatalities. Number 8. The investigation. The French investigation agency, the B, has been investigating the cause of the accident. Their priority right now is to figure out why all 4 engines failed. The last thing the pilots remembered before everything went dark was seeing an electrical bus bar trip, which is responsible for powering essential systems like the hydraulics. But the cause of the bus bar tripping is still unknown. Could there have been a short circuit? Was it overloaded? Or was there some other problem? The investigators will have to examine the flight data recorders and the cockpit voice recorders to find out. Number 7. Similar incidents. While incidents of all 4 engines failing are extremely rare, there have been a few cases that have occurred before. In 2008, an Air Canada A330 experienced a similar issue during a flight from Montreal to Chicago. All 4 engines flamed out due to a malfunction in the electronic centralized aircraft monitoring system, which controls various aircraft functions. But unlike the Air France A380, the A330 was able to restart its engines and continue to Chicago. There have also been cases where 1 or more engines failed due to things like bird strikes, fuel contamination, or engine failures. But an engine failure across all 4 engines is incredibly rare. No. 6 bird strike. One possible explanation for the engine failure is a bird strike. In a bird strike, a large flock of birds can be sucked into the engines, causing them to lose power. This can happen during takeoff or in mid-flight, and it can cause significant damage to the engines and the aircraft. However, bird strikes are usually detected by the crew, and the aircraft is usually able to land safely at the nearest airport. It's also unlikely that a bird strike would cause all 4 engines to fail, as each engine has multiple independent systems that can keep it running. But anything is possible, and the investigators will have to look into this possibility. No. 5 electrical problems. Another possible explanation for the engine failure is an electrical problem. In modern aircraft, many systems are controlled by computers and electronics, and a malfunction in these systems can cause the engines to lose power. For example, a short circuit or a software glitch could potentially affect multiple systems and cause all 4 engines to fail. This is supported by the fact that the pilots reported seeing an electrical bus bar trip before the engines failed. But again, this is just speculation, and the actual cause could be something else entirely. Number 4. Fuel imbalance. Another potential cause of the engine failure is a fuel imbalance. In a fuel imbalance, the fuel flow to the engines is uneven, which can cause them to lose power. This can happen due to a variety of factors such as faulty fuel pumps or a malfunction in the fuel management system. A fuel imbalance can put extra stress on the engines and cause them to overheat and lose power. But fuel imbalances typically don't cause all 4 engines to fail. It's more likely that it would cause 1 or 2 engines to fail. Again, anything is possible, and the investigators will have to look into this possibility. No. 3. Engine failure. Of course, engine failure is always a possibility. In most cases, an engine failure is caused by a mechanical or electrical problem that affects one engine. But in rare cases, two engines can fail due to a common problem. For example, if a bird strike damages both engines on one side of the aircraft, then both engines could fail. But again, this is just speculation, and the actual cause could be something else entirely. Number 2, pilot error. While pilot error is always a possibility, it's unlikely to be the cause of the engine failure. The pilots of the Air France A380 were experienced and well-trained, and they followed all the proper procedures. They were also able to land the plane safely at the nearest airport, which is a testament to their skills. However, the investigators will still have to look into the possibility of pilot error and see if anything could have been done differently to prevent the engine failure. Number 1, weather conditions. Weather conditions are always a factor in any aircraft accident, and they will likely play a role in the Air France A380 engine failure. The A380 was flying through a storm at the time of the engine failure in the wind. Rain and lightning could have played a role in the engine failure. Storms can cause a sudden loss of power in an aircraft and can make it difficult for the crew to control the plane. But again, the weather is only one possibility, and the investigators will have to look into all other possibilities as well. There's still a lot that we don't know about the Air France A380 engine failure. The investigators are working hard to piece together what happened and to prevent this from happening again. While the failure of all 4 engines is a rare event, it is not impossible. Modern aircraft are designed with multiple backup systems to prevent catastrophic failures. But even with these safeguards in place, things can still go wrong. The Air France A380 incident is a reminder of the complexity of modern aircraft and the importance of having multiple backup systems in place. It also highlights the skill and training of the pilots who were able to land the plane safely, despite losing all 4 engines. While the immediate cause of the engine failure is still unknown, the incident highlights the importance of investing in new technologies that can help prevent catastrophic engine failures. As we learn more about the incident, we will update you. Stay tuned for more updates. What do you think caused the engine failure? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. We've been over some amazing aviation incidents in our previous videos, including British Airways Flight 029 and United Airlines Flight 232. Now check out American Airlines Flight 383. It is a great video that you be sure to enjoy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.